We have breaking news right now. Let's go to Art Harris, investigative journalist at artharris.com. Art, what is it?
Nancy, sources are telling me that Misty Kralzen has been shown bones at the crime scene on the river in Satsuma, Florida. She was taken to the crime scene, to the river, and detectives showed her what they had found. The bones have been sent to the crime lab to be analyzed, Nancy, and compared with DNA from Haley Cummings.
Okay, repeat. Misty Kralzen was taken by police down to the St. Johns River.
That's right.
And at that time was shown bones. Haley Cummings, 5-year-old Haley Cummings bones.
Well, what I'm saying is she was shown bones that my sources believe were Haley's. And she told this to cousin Tommy on a ride back to the St. Johns County Jail, where they're both being held on drug charges. As amazing as it seems, they were allowed to ride together in the police car.
Art, it's not that amazing. Cops put people together in the back seat all the time, hoping they'll start talking, and the cops can hear them.
That's what they did, Nancy, and apparently this is what erupted, and Misty Kralzen told her brother that she had been shown bones at the crime scene. I don't know what his response was, but this is considered a major break in the case.
Okay, Art Harris, where did the bones come from? Do we know?
Nancy, I don't know that. I know that bones have been found in the river. This is an area where Tommy has gone before to go hunting and thrown deer carcasses into that river. Divers have found deer bones in the river. I have not confirmed that the bones, the human bones, if any, were found in the river.
But you know that they showed Haley's bones to Misty Kralzen after bringing her down. And what did they hope to gain by showing her that? To get a confession?
Nancy, I think in any situation like this, they hope to shock her into some sort of revelation, into some sort of evidence or some sort of piece of information they can compare to what she said before, or use it to refute what others have told them in the case that will bring it one step closer to a conclusion and an arrest.
Art Harris, investigative journalist, breaking the news tonight that Misty Kralzen, the babysitter turned stepmother, the last one known to be with Haley, the 5-year-old little Satsuma girl alive, has been shown purported bones belonging to Haley. To Art Harris, breaking the story that Misty Kralzen, babysitter turned stepmother, taken down to the docks of the St. Johns River and shown bones purported to be Haley's, little 5-year-old Haley's bones. She's then put in the back of the police car with Tommy Kralzen. Art Harris, what can you tell me about DNA?
I can tell you, Nancy, that the bones that were taken from the river and shown to Misty Kralzen will be compared to DNA from Haley. Now, the parents of Haley Cummings, Ron and Crystal, had parked that DNA, had saved it for this just such a tragic eventuality. A lot of parents do have DNA of their children, and the crime lab now has Haley's DNA. They'll be comparing it to these bones.
Do you know, Art, whether the two parents individually gave their own DNA?
I'm sure they would have volunteered it if they had.
But they had Haley's DNA that they gave. It could be anything, a toothbrush, a hair strand with a root, or they could even try mitochondrial DNA. Art Harris reporting that Haley's DNA and the parents' DNA now at the crime lab in order to compare two bones found in the river. Joining me right now is a special straight back out to Art Harris. Art, Misty Kralzen taken down to the docks of the St. John, shown bones. Do we know what her reaction was?
I don't know her reaction, Nancy, but I know that she was excited enough about it to talk to her brother, Tommy Kralzen, on their trip together back to the St. Johns County Jail, where they are both held and being charged with drug trafficking.
Wait, back it up. Excited, do you mean surprised, shocked, afraid? What? What do you mean excited?
I have an emotional discussion. I don't know if
excited would be the words to use when you see a child's body. Bones. Joining us straight out to Art Harris, investigative journalist, with breaking news. Art.
Nancy, sources are telling me that Misty Kralzen has been taken to the crime scene, the St. Johns River, and shown bones by detective, bones purportedly belonging to Haley Cummings.
And what was Cummings' well, when she saw the bones belonging to Haley Cummings, what was Misty Kralzen's response?
Nancy, I don't have her reaction. I know, though, that she discussed the bones with her brother, Tommy Crosland, on their trip back to the St. Johns County Jail together.
We are taking your...
Why all of a sudden are her grandchildren calling the grandmother after 14 months?
Good question. Art Harris, I believe they've been calling on and off all along.
That's
but
right, Nancy.
Finally, when Tommy Crosland flunked the polygraph, he cracked.
That's right, Nancy. I've been speaking with Flora Howlers for months. They have been calling her collect from jail. She is their listening post and very, very sympathetic to both of them. Tommy called her after he had been holding this in for many months, took the polygraph, flunked, felt badly, told her, and she said, as you know, it was Joe, wasn't it? He said yes, and he got it off his chest.
Art Harris breaking the story tonight. Crosland taken down to the river and shown little Haley's bones. Leonard, thank you for being with us. What do you make of Art's breaking news?
Well, I think it's all, he's always right on top of everything and ahead of everybody else.